privileges who needs it. If not, please hit me up in the chat. Let's go ahead and get started. Opening statement, Coach.
It's just a really good bounce back game for us. Coming off a tough loss in DC. So, this is the first time that I've been in the position with these girls, and it was nice to see them respond. I thought they really jumped out on this team in the first quarter, really set the tone for us defensively, and kind of set the tone for the whole game. I thought we were super disruptive defensively and just locked in on both ends of the floor.
All right, let's start with Andy.
Coach, obviously after the last game, your players said that they kind of went away from the things that they felt had gotten them off to the good start, and defense was clearly one of them. You touched on it a bit, but what adjustments or what changes did you make ahead of this game defensively to prepare you guys?
We just went back and did some training camp stuff. Just reviewed, refreshed their memory of what it's supposed to look like, what we're demanding of them. And we might have those step backs during the course of the season. What you want to do is not make it 3 or 4 steps back, right? So we constantly want to be moving forward, but when we do take a step back, we want to get back to the basics. We want to get back to our foundational principles, both offensively and defensively. And I thought they did that tonight.
What were your expectations for Raquana Williams tonight, and did she meet them, surpass them? What do you think of her performance?
I thought she was great. She's such a difference maker coming in off the bench like that. She is automatic, instant offense. So for her, really, really solid showing coming out after not playing basically for a few weeks. That's her first time really going 5-on-5 live. So I thought really solid for her. And we stuck, right around her minutes that we wanted to get her.
Jack?
Hi, Jack Levenberg, WNBA lead. Jiggy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you set franchise records for both 3-point makes and attempts, at least since moving to Vegas. You talked to us before the season that you expected those records to fall pretty early on in the season. So what were you able to do in this game that got you so many open looks from 3?
Well, we were spaced. I thought we played together more. The ball moved. I thought Kelsey was great tonight, moving the ball, mixing up her scoring and her passing. So it's just about, finding the paint and then making reads. And when we have people in the right spots, I feel like we have quality shooters that can knock them down. So it's about playing the right way and have given them some structure, but also I want them to have a lot of freedom in that structure.
So the record set today were for the franchise's entire 26-year history, not just in Las Vegas, both makes and attempts. Aislinn?
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Can you talk about Kelsey Plum's performance, not only scoring, but having an 11 assists? How important is that to the team and to the team's win?
Well, I told Kelsey, early in the year that she'll be the hardest guard in the league because of her willingness to pass. And she has such a high level, a skill set, obviously scoring the ball, that now when teams are just focused on taking away her scoring, her willingness to pass kind of makes her unguardable. And I thought she got rid of it in a timely fashion today. She was looking for her teammates and just making reads. A lot of times, especially the last game, I thought we just got too deep. And then when we tried to kick it out. So what that tells me is, A, we were over dribbling in that first in the game in DC, but also we were kind of hanging on to it and looking for ourselves a little bit more than we were looking for our teammates. And that's not the mindset that we want to have. We want to get down, get into that paint, and then make decisions, but earlier decisions. And I thought we did a better job adjusting to that.
Matthew?
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. There was a possession in the third quarter where Asia gets a block. It leads to transition where Jackie throws a slot-to-slot pass to Raquana for an open 3, which she makes in transition. At your guys' best this year, is that what you want to look like? Hard, intense defense leading to those kind of transition open 3s, and just how hard is that to guard for you guys when that's the kind of offense you're getting?
Well, Asia's been elite defending the paint. I mean, another game with five block shots. She's absolutely owning that area of the court. And then we want to run out of it. I mean, we got people that have great pace. now we have great space. And so finding those, we talk about it all the time, kicking the ball ahead, looking cross court. And so Jackie's somebody who obviously does a lot of different things for us. It's not just scoring, playmaking, and defending. She's also somebody that always knows what's going on all the time, both offensively and defensively. I think she's been sensational. I haven't talked about her enough, but she's been so good in all these games. I'm not surprised. She's got point guard vision, and obviously she plays the right way. So, 24 assists on 32 field goals. We'll take that anytime.
All right, last two, assuming there's nobody actually in the room. Mark?
Hey, Becky, going off of Matthew's question a little bit, you mentioned Asia, like obviously leading the league in blocks by about a mile right now. I know you mentioned in previous recordings like that you went back and did a deep dive on where the team was at last year. What do you think has really stood out in how she's kind of evolved as a defender this season?
Well, it's obviously her buy-in factor. But I told them right off top, I was going to coach them hard on the defensive end. We want to be able to play out of our defense. We don't want to just depend on our offense. We want to be a team that defends. We're small, she's at our 5, so we got to scrap. And they've really bought into that scrappiness, not making anything easy, especially post catches. And her alertness as to what's going on in the paint has been sensational. And I told her, she's got to be Tim Duncan for us. She's got to be Draymond Green for us, where she sees and is talking constantly and sniffing out anything that comes through her paint. And she's bought in and done a fantastic job. I think she's been sensational on the defensive end for us this year.
All right, let's close it out with Christos.
Coach, congrats, great bounce back win. For you, I will give you some numbers from tonight's game. 6 players with double figures, 24 assists, 11 steals. Is this a type of basketball that you would like to play with the team on consistent basis this season?
Yeah, I mean, I just touched on it. We want to play out of our defense. We want to be able to. We want to be a team that can get stops, and then play into our offense. If we don't want to go against the pack defense, I don't think people want to go against our pack defense. So it's something that we'll continue to preach is transition defense and rebounding, because if we do those things, it gives us the ability to run out the other way. And I have a lot of trust in them on both the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball, but their buy-in factor to everything that we've been asking them has been really high. I say it all the time. This is a very cerebral team, and it's a team that has a lot of chemistry. I'm kind of the newbie on the block. They're getting used to me, but they are all used to each other. So it's fun to watch them play at times, especially when we're getting stops and running.
Coach, if there's nobody in the room there with you to ask a question, we will let you go.
That's it. Thank you.
We will be back with Kelsey Plum, Raquana Williams, and Chelsea Gray.